Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Too Much to Handle, number 11. That's right, number 11. We're starting the number 11 with the video. What do you think, my man?
I like it.
I am Billy the Kid. I am always accompanied by my main man, the mighty AO. What's going on, brother?
We're too much to handle.
That's right, we are. In today's show, we are going to be covering, we're going to touch a little bit on Facebook crybabies, which drives me nuts. As usual, going to be giving AO some relationship advice, some much needed relationship advice.
I'm moving up.
We'll also address a bunch of NFL and UFC news and shit that's been going on
There's
in
been
the
a lot of
last
stuff.
couple weeks. Yeah, we got a lot to cover. So I want to apologize. We've been idle for a couple weeks because just so everyone knows, obviously we have the video now.
Yeah, trying to get that all set up, doing a little testing.
Yeah, getting the video set up is, always takes a little time. But here we are. How you been?
But it's been a couple weeks, so I'm excited to be back. It's cool to kind of
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
What's that saying? Distance when you're not hanging out, or what? It's fondness.
What is it? Heart grows fonder when you're
distance or something. I don't know.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Because there's two ways of looking at it: out of sight, out of mind, and absence makes the heart grow fonder. There it is. Well, thank you, my brother. I miss you too.
Yeah, and because we had the Thanksgiving and shoot, it's already Christmas.
Yeah, and
Christmas
now
parties.
Christmas, and now we're just about to have New Year's. So, yeah. So for those of you who didn't know, AO knows, and he was giving me shit. I had missed the Sober October. I didn't do that, obviously.
It's pretty
Sober
popular.
October is a big deal for some people.
People do that
Apparently, that's a new thing.
in October.
Sober October. I was not part of that breed.
It's beer. It's the beer fest.
I don't care about beer, but it's like Halloween's a big holiday for me. I mean,
Yeah,
even though it's at the end of
exactly.
the month, I mean, it's just any of the winter months. I just party. So I did miss that, but I decided to go with Remember December. So after Halloween, I decided to cut it off. No drinking for a month, and I've made it 27 days now. And now that today's the 28th of December, that's enough for me.
What'd you call it for December? Remember December?
Remember December, yeah, instead of Sober October. I mean, I'll start my own thing. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
But what made you do it, and how do you feel? Didn't you lose some pounds or something?
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting a little more health conscious, so I decided, fuck it, I'll take a month off. And I don't have a super addictive personality. I love to drink. I'm from Milwaukee. That's my deal. I work in bars. Like, that's just part of my persona, if you will. And, there comes a time when you get to my age,
you feel the alcohol.
Fucking chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
Hangovers suck. I don't get anything done productive. Like, I need to be a little more productive. So I just decided it was in my best interest to take a month off. And you know what? It worked good. I started exercising a little bit.
You made it through?
I made it 28 days. I've lost 10 pounds. I feel better. Everything's cool.
How you said you were exercising?
Yeah. I mean, I used to run marathons. Like,
what do you do?
Half marathons, but
I just can't picture you.
I'm not running as much anymore. I'm like, it starts for me. I'd be like, I'm not a naturally fat person. Fuck you. I'll take my dog for a couple mile walk, and I've got some 30-pound dumbbells in my garage and a heavy bag, and I'll just hit the bag hard.
You got a bag too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know how to hit a bag?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll show you.
No,
Anyway, but it was like the easiest 10 pounds I ever lost. So.
I saw over the holidays. I saw Creed 2, and it just inspired me now.
How'd you get all pumped up, ready to kick some ass?
Shoots. You
get my jujubes. Get my juicy fruit.
You got a cross and left and all that, and
I haven't seen either of them. Are they good movies?
No, yeah, they're pretty good. But at the bags, you have a jab and cross. You know.
Yeah, I know how to box. I don't have a speed bag. Those are tough.
Dude,
speed bags are tough.
No,
I'm not one of those. Yeah.
Didn't you say you wrestled too? I bet.
I wrestled. I did jujitsu when I was a kid. My dad's a black belt in Taekwondo and a brown belt in jujitsu. So I did a lot of stuff when I was a kid.
Dude, if your dad
I haven't done anything. I mean, all that did is make me a better wrestler, if you really think about it. But no big deal.
Wrestling's tough, bro. You know, with my classes of jiu-jitsu, I start on the ground. I don't when you're starting on the legs like this, and you got to throw someone to the ground. That's some hard shit. You got to fucking take the legs.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I've always been about
Fuck.
leverage, you know, and being my height.
Is the height
Leverage
is
has
good?
always been.
I thought
like
being
key
low's
point.
good. No.
No, not necessarily. Leverage is. I think it's just about leverage. So that's worked out for me. Like I've lost weight. I feel good. I'm going to continue on it. Like I've cut out red meat. I've cut down the drinking a lot. Which, you know, is debatable. Like I don't know how long that's going to last, but
Yeah, because after
I
New
think it's
Year's,
gonna
you're gonna
last long
have
enough.
you're gonna have a drink for because you're still in the bar and you said you haven't had any
Yeah,
drinks. So
New
you had
Year's,
to be a
I don't know what I'm gonna
boring
do.
bartender now, not sharing any drinks with your.
Well, I'm not working New Year's Eve. I am working the Saturday before, and
But you haven't been.
I don't know
having
how many
drinks at
people are going to
work?
be out. No, I haven't drank at work for the entire month of December.
Yeah, it's huge.
And it's been fucking tough, bro.
Yeah.
It's been tough. Like having nothing. Like I don't get drunk at work, but
But
I got
you
a lot
share-
of customers that
yeah,
come
you-
in like, "Hey, let's do a shot." And when I tell them no, they're like, they're like disappointed in me, like I'm a piece of shit. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, come on, man. It's health related. You know, I try to tell people it's health related. Like my doctor, my last checkup was like, dude, your blood pressure is way too high. You
I
need
knew
to tone
there.
it down."
I knew there was more behind it because you said, "Oh, I'm not an addictive guy," and yes, but it's usually
No, that's not being non-addictive to alcohol. It
That's
has
true.
nothing to do with my health. I've just drank too much in the last several years, and my blood pressure is a little high. Like, I'm not ashamed of it. It's just
No.
how it is.
it is the red meat.
I mean, I'm 47. Like, I can't just do it like I was 27 anymore. It's just not going to happen for me. I'm going to be fucking dead. Like, I can't.
That's an
Like, that's
interesting.
not going to work. You know?
Interesting year 27 to reference. I can't do like why not 21?
Well, think about it.
20
Like,
was 27.
when you were 27, you could eat and drink and do whatever the fuck you wanted.
The
And
late-
wake up in the morning, boom,
Late burritos.
out, let's go to brunch and get fucked up.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like it.
and no
can't do
shame in
that
the game
anymore.
and doing
No,
during the day.
zero shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, those days are behind me. So those days are gone.
So remember December. Did you? Let's remember it.
I
So,
remembered it.
So it's gonna be cool because it's New Year's. Because you're. I know you're drinking. You're gonna
Well, like I said, I made it 28 days.
yeah, you're good. You're good.
I miss my red wine. I miss my Irish
That's a good way to
whiskey.
break it in.
You know, I'm not a big beer guy, so
what Irish whiskey do you drink?
I love Tullamore Dew. I love Patties. I like Powers. I like Redbreast. I'll drink Jameson because just that's what everyone has. Like you can't. Not too many people have the Tullamore Dew. Tullamore Dew is like 50-50. JMO's 95-10. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everyone's got JMO. But I don't know. JMO like fucks me up. Like I don't recover well from JMO. I don't know. Everyone's got their thing. You know what I mean? Like
They
everyone's
do.
got their liquor that they can't
it's
come back from.
mentally or no, it's chemically. That's something that just,
Yeah, you know. So
good.
I don't know, but it's working out well for me so far. So anyway, enough about me. So let's. I want to catch everyone up. What's up? I need a friend update. Like, what's up with you and your girl? What's the latest on the friend thing? Like,
my
we've
friend.
already conquered the fact that you're still calling her a friend. Is that like what's going on? What's the ast?
Yeah, that's bad, huh? Con. I don't know what it takes. Yeah. I've been hanging out with her. I went on that hike with her, and it was cool.
Are you went on a hike with her?
Yeah, and have you been to Poway area? There's this place called Black. I think it's called Black Iron Mountain. And anyways, we go up there.
Yeah. Iron Mountain, I think is
Yeah, it's Iron Mountain. I think
kind of like Carlos Mountain in La Mesa, San Carlos area.
it's about.
Where you zigzag up a huge mountain and it's got a killer view at the top, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a little
So
challenge.
how'd it go?
We kick ass at it. We go up. You know, I'm like proud because she's, getting in. You know what it is? What I realize, I want a little road dog, and by myself, you don't want a guy always doing this stuff, and it's cool that this person wants to come out and do this stuff. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
and she's on this new kick, and I'm on a kick, and
So how'd the hike go?
it went awesome. We went up, did our little view thing, shared our little moment. We're coming down, and she's fucking, like I said, I say we're going at it's like pretty much a sprint run, and
On
then
the way down.
on the way down, and it's really rocky, and there's a lot of grants, and she kind of like took a little tumble. And I did like a little saving. She
Oh,
still
you
hit.
catch her?
I did try. Yeah, I tried to catch her. She still hit herself pretty hard, but I did catch her, and I felt like a little Superman.
Oh, that's nice.
But these are things that bond. So when you're talking about friends, it's interesting because
So then what? What about after the hike?
so we're going back to my place and we're hanging and we're talking still about what's going on with us, and I'm still,
Oh, you having the talk?
yeah, I'm still kind of brain farting on where we are, and because these are the things that
Yeah. Does she give you shit about like you still calling her friend? Like, what's going on with that? Like, I know we talked about like you took her to the work Christmas party and you introduced
I
her as your
introduced her
friend.
as my friend. Yeah,
So is she giving you shit? I mean, that was, last week. Is she giving you shit about it since then, or
not
is that
shit,
what the talk was about?
not shit, but just kind of like okay, I hang out with this person. Why don't you kind of just explain, hey, I'm more than or just introduce her as Crystal, just as simple as that. Why am I have to say a friend?
Why don't you?
I don't know
why
what it
you're
is.
not introducing her as your girlfriend. Like, what's the deal? And is she not like giving you shit about it? Like,
No, she hasn't gave me shit about it either, but not too
but
much.
didn't you tell me, like, you told me when we were talking that you were excited about her doing these hikes with you because you were like grooming her. Didn't you say that to her?
Yeah, I brain farted. That's that after the hike. That's kind of
Oh, okay. This is
yeah,
the same time,
yeah.
same
Same the
conversation.
hike. I was like, dude, this is kind of cool. We're having all these all these things that we like together, and I did kind of brain fart by saying I'm kind of grooming her. Like it's bad.
You told her you were grooming her?
Or yeah, or
Like
kind
you
of
were like grooming her how? Like getting her in shape for you?
no. Well, to the ideal, because I'm like, why am I not?
Oh my god. Dude.
Why am I not like saying girlfriend? And am I like,
Oh.
like I have these things that they have to like qualify, and
Okay.
I'm a dumbass. I know.
There's
There's things you don't say.
there's things there's things you say and you don't say. And I know that because
There's something subconsciously
well,
that's
I know, but well, we'll get to that, but I know you haven't always been the relationship guy. So I guess this is part of why I'm giving you shit all the time. But yeah, there's certain things you don't say to a woman, and you never say anything about getting her into a physical or grooming her into a shape like it's more acceptable to you.
it's
Because
stuff you
that
gotta
is
want to
going
do.
to,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, she's going to store that
I know.
and she's going to use that against you.
And I apologize, and I didn't mean it the way it came out. So it's like weird. I'm subconsciously I'm trying to push someone away by saying
Yeah, I was just going to say, you still subconsciously like fighting the relationship aspect?
fighting. Because
I mean, just in your head.
in my head, like I just feel like things have to line up perfectly for some reason. I don't know, like all the stars have to line, or I have to see all aspects of which you do. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, because I know before you were dating her, not that you were like always trying to date young girls, but I just remember giving you shit like, dude, you can't be dating young girls
And she's a
because
great
they're
age
like
for me too.
you're not going to relate to them. Like you can't. I've done it. I made that mistake, and I know you've like don't fuck. You're laughing because like I know you still hang out at PB bars every now and then. Well, maybe not now, but you
Yeah,
were
still trying to
you
do
were.
open mic nights, and
But you know what I'm saying? Like you're still like looking at these 20 somethings. It's
I
like,
was
bro,
lucky.
I've done that. You don't have anything to relate to with them. Like there's nothing there.
There isn't.
Like the minute, I mean, what are you going to talk to them about? Like there's no music you can relate to. There's no movies you can
Yeah,
relate
they're
to.
gonna say
There's no,
if I say
mean, you're
something I
like,
like,
you're going to really
my dad likes
understand
that.
and I don't want to say immaturity because women are mature already at 25, but they're just not, knowledgeable or worldly or
Ooh,
as
I like
have the
that.
experience or that kind of maturity that a guy our age has. And trust me, in no way do I mean men are any way more mature than women because that's we'd be lying to ourselves because a 25-year-old woman is the equivalent of a 15-year-old man or a 15-year-old boy, I guess I should say. Anyway, so you're just, I get, is it just a subconscious fighting it or
Yeah, it's subconscious fighting. And that was that was during Thanksgiving time, but and I took her to the work party, but I'm actually I took her to Christmas with me, and I introduced her to the brother, a couple friends, my mom. Did It's going good. It's just me
So how did it work out for Christmas then? Like, what did you guys do? Did you guys exchange gifts, or like what was that all about?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Because it's like your first Christmas together.
hmm Yeah, we did some shopping.
What'd you guys buy for? What'd you get her?
We had $100 limit, but I actually bought her
Wait,
stuff.
wait, wait. You had $100 limit.
Just to put it reserve it. I don't know if that's conservative. I don't know what today.
Who said that?
We both. I don't know. I let her. She said it. She suggested that. So I got to imagine that's.
Oh, she suggested $100 spending limit on each other.
Yeah, I got to imagine that's probably a fair budget for starting out. So
okay,
it's cool.
What'd you get her?
I actually got her because I wanted to get her shoes. So I bought her shoes prior to Christmas and some tops. So I let her pick her up. So I let her do half of her budget with me, and then I did some shopping for her. I got a dress, I got some earrings, I got her a blow dryer.
Check you out. You went way over 100 then. Oh, look at you, dog! You little spoiler.
No, Groupon made me look like a. It made me look like a rich guy. You see these sales?
Oh, really?
No. There's
Groupon. What are you fucking 70? Like really?
Amazon, same thing. It's good shit, but I did good.
Okay,
let
me
her
ask you
stuff
this.
She needed in high quality stuff. I actually went over budget. I did.
Of course you did. There's no way you fit all that under 100. I do want to ask you though, and I had a feeling, and tell me if I'm right. You told me you were bringing her home for Christmas.
Yeah.
To meet mom.
Yeah.
And I knew that was going to work. Did it work?
It worked. Like my mom and her were like friends, and it was really good.
They got along good?
Yeah, really good. I was like,
holy shit, dude, you're all grown up. So mom's got a good opinion about her. So
yeah. Probably, it's gonna be New Year's coming up. I'm definitely gonna ask her, so I'm not like feel like I'm leading her on what's proper. I need to. I'm gonna say, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? So
you're gonna ask her to be your girlfriend?
Yeah, New Year's. Yeah.
Wow, you finally sucked it up, and you're gonna go there.
Is it the right thing to do?
Well, yeah, I remember you asked me like one of your biggest problems was like how to get two alphas to get along.
Yeah,
and
because we're still two alphas, and
we're good for her,
and we're figuring it out. Yeah, and
it's all about compromise, man. Like you have to choose your battles wisely. You have to compromise because in the long run, like you always want you want your dog. You know what I mean? Like you want your lady to be like your best friend, and someone you can share all your fucked up shit to. Well, most of your fucked up shit.
What's fucked up shit, Farty?
Some stuff you probably want to save for the fellas, but you know what I mean. Like you want to save some of that. You want to be able to share like weird things that happen to you, because that's the key to longevity in a relationship is when you can share something with your chick, and
yeah,
that's when you know you found the right one, when you're sharing stuff where you've never like shit you've never even shared with your best friends.
We did a couple road trips already, and those road trips kind of matter. And she's been staying at my spot more often, and I don't know. It's been all good. It's been good for my my chi, my meditation.
So you're good. So everything's good. Because I know,
Yeah, I don't know why I was fighting it.
I
was fighting hard.
But I'm not surprised at that, because you were fighting with any other girl you were dating. You were not letting her in at all. So I'm surprised that you're letting this one in, even remotely.
Because I'd be stupid if
I met her. Yeah, and you would be stupid because she's awesome.
Yeah, I'd be stupid. Like, how could you find a person that kind of fits all different aspects of?
Even with all the fucked up shit you said to her.
Yeah.
And she's still there. Like, you're an idiot if you let this one go.
Yeah, so I took the dive in. I'm gonna try it out. Ask her on New Year's Eve about be my girlfriend.
What are you, 14? You're gonna ask her to be your girlfriend? What the fuck are you? What are you in fucking 9th grade? Are you gonna pass her a note like, "Hey, will you be my girlfriend?"
I even told my mom, "Mom, what are you thinking?"
You told your mom you're gonna ask her to be your girlfriend?
Yeah.
And did she not slap you upside the head and say, "What are you, 9, 10 years old?" And
No,
you're like,
she's old school, saying,
what are you gonna buy her a box of those fucking sweetheart
kind of
heart
like trying
candies?
to
Like,
offering
will you
romantic
be mine?
advice. Yeah,
wow.
but
Well, you know
okay.
what?
So you know what's cool?
There's some innocence to that, so maybe that'll work.
Yeah,
You never know.
the Christmas present I got for her is this outfit that she's gonna be wearing, this earrings and stuff. So it's gonna work out good.
You got her. What kind of earrings did you get her?
It's some pendant type crystals. I don't know. It was cool. It was a necklace type pendant and some earrings that matched, and a kind of like a nice tight.
You went way over your
No, it
$100
wasn't-
budget.
Yeah, I did, but not way over.
What? Okay, what did she get you?
Oh, I think I showed you that picture for okay, because it's so funny. We're gonna be going to a brewery pretty soon for one of our guests. She got me a growler with for my podcast. Too much
Really?
to handle. Type.
Oh yeah, I saw the photo.
Yeah.
It said the Mighty AO on it.
Yeah, the
and
Mighty
then
AO.
2M2H
I was like,
podcast
dude, this
on it.
girl's a fucking down girl.
Dude, she's awesome.
Like on Christmas, she's like, okay,
You know what we need to do now that we're doing audio, or not audio, video. You need to bring the growler in here and let our guests see the growler, because it's badass.
And
It's
I haven't
got
even
his name in it. It's got.
I haven't even
podcast
filled it
name
up
in
with.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I haven't even filled it up. It's still kind of there. I'm like, okay, I can't even. Dude, yeah, how awesome is that?
That's very awesome.
Okay, what else she got me? She's domesticating me or making me, when she comes over, because she's an awesome cook. She got me all this really nice cookware.
For your tiny ass little apartment,
Yeah. She got the cookware, and she's.
you need some cookware.
She already fucking.
You know how
cooked.
long it takes me to find a fucking corkscrew in your house
Yeah.
to open a bottle of
She's
wine,
doing. She got me.
or find a glass to pour a cocktail in your house?
She got me this highball
You
glass.
need- She got you glassware too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's emerald? Like it's like a $200 like knife set, but I know I.
She got you a knife set too.
Yeah, she has. She got that for my
Yeah.
birthday. But she's cooking at my house, so she's thinking about us, I guess.
Oh, how
Yeah.
cute. So
Yeah.
sweet.
Ah,
And you're gonna ask her to be your girlfriend.
I am, I
Oh,
guess.
that's so cute.
We'll see how it goes. We'll talk about it after the new.
Do you have to remember how to fold little cards up into little shapes to ask her? Like if you open it, if you go this way, number 7, number 9.
Do you
open
remember
this
that?
one, open this one. Is that what you're gonna do? You might as well, because you fucking sound like a homo. Anyway, well, let's move along. Let's. I'm done listening to your nonsensical relationship shit for the week.
Yeah.
Let's get on to our bar and restaurant review. And obviously this week we went to Bonsai over on a Midway Drive in Point Loma Portal area. For those of you who don't know, Bonsai is owned by Chad Klein and company, the grandson of Nancy Nichols, who owns the waterfront. He and his cousin Rocky own a bunch of great bars and restaurants now around town. I think they have like 8 or 9 now total. We are going to have Chad on as a guest moving forward to discuss their recent purchase of the Aero Club,
Yeah.
which is exciting news.
So what's their OG bar? Is the waterfront where you and I used to where we worked.
Exactly. That's
And
where AO and I worked together.
That's how we kind
at
of
the
went at.
waterfront back in the day.
And he
'Cause
was.
AO was you were at Bitter End, right?
I was at the bitter end
You
also
came over to
downtown.
waterfront.
And then I worked at their other bar on the rocks in
Oh,
East County.
we both filled in it on the rocks.
Yeah.
On the Rocks was their bar in El Cajon,
And
their second bar, so to speak, for a while. Thank God they got
so
rid
they
of
have
that.
like
Oh my
5.
God.
They have like the hills, right?
No, they have more than 5. I mean, since Chad has taken over like management of the waterfront, him and Rocky and his friends opened Eastbound. Then Rocky
Where's
opened
Eastbound at?
Eastbound's in I believe Lakeside. And then Rocky's also got the Hills in La Mesa. Chad did open.
So do they own that with him? Chad's owns that with Rocky?
No, I believe that one's Rocky's.
Okay.
I mean, don't quote me on it. Once we have Chad on, we'll know who owns what. But I know it's the same family. Chad had opened High Dive with a buddy, his Eric, years ago. He got out of that one, and him and his wife opened Harbor Town. So they have Harbor Town, and since then they've bought Club Marina.
And this
They
is all
opened
Shelter
Bonsai.
Island, kind of Point Loma area.
Yeah.
There's the Marina Club?
Club Marina.
Club Marina.
Not Marina Club, Club Marina. Well, Marina Club, that's another episode. We're gonna have the owners of that one on here too. Nobody's got Club Marina, and then they just bought the Aero Club just recently.
Yeah,
so
it was cool.
We'll talk about that. So anyway, let's talk about the bonsai. The food there, fuck. Like I've been there with my wife a couple times for breakfast and some appetizers in the afternoon, and goddamn, the food's good. And when you and I went, I wasn't even that hungry, so I got just some wings, and I saw they were ginger soy wings, and I knew that it was
You
Chad's
can
wife
bomb.
Maya's
Ooh.
recipe, because Maya's got all the gangster Japanese Hawaiian recipes. Like she's legit. Like that woman knows what's up. And what did you have? You had the Denny's breakfast,
Yeah,
right?
Denny's, and it was all day breakfast. This is an afternoon that we kind of doing little pre-recording type scenario.
Yeah,
drinking.
yeah. It was before we recorded.
And I was
so
having
then-
my vodka tonics with some fucking breakfast.
Yeah, that's
It
awesome.
was fucking amazing.
The place is cool. You order your food with the waitress, and then they yell your name out over a loudspeaker microphone at the kitchen. You go pick it up, which is kind of cool. Bring it back to your table and eat. The food's solid. Like I said, I've been there a couple times. I've had the wonton tacos and some other stuff.
Very
some
simple,
breakfast stuff,
easy
but-
food, just like egg
good,
breakfast
like
burritos,
those-
and tots.
Those
and,
ginger soy wings or soy ginger, whatever the hell you want
Yeah.
to call them, them shits were out of control good. Out of control good. Because my thing is, like, I hate, like, sloppy, like, ligamenty, you know what I'm saying? Like, wings that are, like,
Yeah.
not cooked really thoroughly. And Chris, the manager there, was a buddy of mine. He explained to me when we were there that they, like, bake them, then they
Oh,
fry
there's a
them, then they
process.
bake them, or, like, whatever it is. Like, so they're nice and crunchy and awesome. And they finish them on the grill, and they give a great char on them.
They
With,
always got
after they,
cute
I think it's like a
bartenders.
48-hour brine
A brine.
on the wings.
What's a brine? I don't even know what the fuck's a brine.
A brine's like kind of like a marinade. You know what I mean? Like something you soak the wings in for a night or two to soak in the
So
flavor.
it's like a marinade.
That's what I just said. It's like a fucking marinade. Listen to me, goddamn it! What the fuck's wrong with you? You got headphones on. Anyway, so they brine them. Blah blah blah. Make a long story short, fucking wings are killer there. But we had went there, and I want to give a little shout out to Richie Simmons,
Oh yeah,
who
Richie
was
showed
our
up.
co-worker at the waterfront, who was in town. Unfortunately, Richie moved to Houston, Texas, so we lost one. But he took his lovely wife Stacy, who was a GM at the waterfront and a lot of their other restaurants.
And they got kids now.
They got married and have kids now.
But that was
so
good to
for
see
them.
him and us go
It
over
was
there at Bonsai.
Totally. It was great to see him, and Brennan was there with us. Brennan, who now works again for the company. So we hopped around a little bit, and then we actually ran into Chad at Club Marina. And like I was
we're
saying
doing a
earlier,
little drinking, catching up with the old buddies. That was fun.
had to do some of the OG spots, which is kind of cool that they have bars that are all in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
you know
and that's what I was thinking because you live right here.
Yeah. So I didn't realize that, like you were telling me earlier, that Chad said he'd love to be on the show, which is great because I'd love to have him on the show so we can
He
ask
always
him about
hires the Bonsai. The girls were hot there, bro.
the fuck do the hot girls at Bonsai have to
It
do
keeps,
with something?
it keeps the guys coming in there, keeps the crowd pumping. No,
Okay, that's great. You want to keep plugging them till okay?
I think it's a great bar.
Hey, they have good looking girls at Bonsai. But you know
but
what's
did
even
you-
better? Is
But you said you didn't.
the service at Bonsai is
Yeah.
good. Like the girls are attentive.
They
Like
have these weird,
over attentive. Like you are not going to go without a drink or go without your food. Like they're on it.
But you
And
said,
I will say, but that's Chad's way. Like he learned that from Nancy. Like if it's one thing I learned from Nancy working at the waterfront for like 8, 9, 10
Customer
years
service.
I worked, is like she treated everyone like a princess when they walked in the door.
That's right.
And even when we would be upset about how stupid people are when they come in the bar, Nancy told me, shit, I was in my 20s. She's like, look, everyone that comes in the bar, treat them like they're a 4-year-old because that's what they are.
No way.
When people
That's
come in
great
the bar,
advice.
well, especially if they've been drinking,
Well, wait, what's a
treat them
4-year-old?
like a 4-year-old because they're needy. They need attention,
Yeah.
and you need to give them things and give them attention. You know what I mean? And that's fucking genius.
yeah, you
Like,
do a good job at that.
Nancy is genius for that. Like kudos. And I think that she instilled that in Chad, and Chad and Rocky both know that.
Yeah.
And that's why if you go into any of their places, the one thing you're not ever going to have is bad customer service. They're going to customer service your ass to death before you don't have anything. Like for me,
So is it?
and you and I argued about it. Like,
Is it
come
like?
on, let's
is
be
it
honest.
like Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A is very.
Chick-fil-A's great service, but what did we talk about at Bonsai? Like for me, I don't want to be bothered that much. And you were like, no way, like come on over, sister, like give me another drink.
I like the popcorn. I like.
Yeah, no, the
everything's
place is
simple.
great. Don't get me wrong. It's just like, God, they're so bubbly. Like maybe I'm just a negative person, and I
But
don't.
that's why you're back at the dive bar scene. You like the, but you're still the most attentive person.
Well,
I like when people come in, like they come in to see Billy. It's crazy.
I still take pride in it, but these girls are like over the top, bubbly and bouncy. Like
I like the.
you'll never
bounce.
get that from me. I'm a good bartender. You will never go dry. I will always have a bar, or not a bar, but I will always have a cocktail in your hand,
and strong.
and I will always say some fucked up shit that'll make you laugh.
yeah. You always make.
Whereas, like sometimes when I go into Bonsai or somewhere else, like they're so good at customer service, I'm almost intimidated, like because I'm always like, "Whoa, wow, over the top." But that's just me.
So
That's just me. That's not everybody.
But this falls in Cougars Flashes. Remember, we give all those little ratings. What are we rating it?
Oh, for Bonsai,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I mean, it's not so much that I've seen. There's not a ton of hot chicks that hang out there. Have you seen hot chicks? I don't pay attention as much.
You know,
think
they
maybe
got
the-
free
I-
Wi-Fi. I think there's some girls that come in there randomly, like after
You would have to tell me 'cause I
after
don't-
jiu-jitsu. I'll go in there and pop up my computer and you have.
So do they have? So what's the rating?
They have
is
a-
it,
they have
is
a
it
happy hour at 2.
customers or do you feel like the employees are hotter?
Employees are hot.
Yeah, they have got good looking employees there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I haven't been there.
Even Chris, I love you, Chris. You're a good looking man.
I haven't I haven't been there at nighttime. I gotta imagine it's popping. I'm surprised. Like I'm still like you said, I was kind of still going to the PB and little. I haven't really ventured.
That's
down
your jam, though. That's fine.
Dude,
No big deal.
There's some jams around the area. I can't wait to even do bar reviews at Barrio Logan. But let's review this spot. What do you give it?
For me, I mean, on a food and everything level and customer service, I give it 4 paws all day. Like, you're not going to get better service anywhere in San Diego. Like, those girls that work at Bonsai are awesome. Like, I walked in the back, like when we met Richie
Parking's little
and Chris.
parking's iffy.
Parking sucks, but parking sucks everywhere. I was on my motorcycle, so I was able to sneak in the back. But like, I walked in the back door and walked all the way to the front through the bar on the patio, and a girl chased me from behind the bar all the way to the patio when she saw me meet up with you guys to ask me what I needed to drink.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that anywhere.
No, you're not.
That's awesome.
So
That's fucking, I mean, like for me, it was almost like I was saying, like that's intimidating for me. I'm like, get the fuck, bitch, away from me. But kudos to her. Like that's fucking, like you're not going
For
to
where
get
it's
any
located,
better customer service.
I give it 4 lashes because I think it's a mix. There's some paws in there that come in.
Okay, that's fair enough.
So-
Not so much the 4 paws, but the 4 lashes
Yeah,
because
they're
they're
both
all younger.
Younger.
It's a younger crowd
but
there. Bonsai's not established enough to be like a dive bar where there's going to be cougars and
But
stuff
they got
hanging
all
out in
these
there.
houses building right here, and there's
Yeah, but still, I think the lashes. I think you're dead on. I think 4 lashes instead of 4 paws, which is not a knock. It's just a younger, a younger rating.
so it'd be cool
So
to
in
talk
that regard, Bonsai,
about rock
4
on.
4 lashes. That's awesome. That's the top rating you can get from us. So that's awesome.
Well, because I think we're a little biased because we work for the franchise at the OG spot.
But I don't. But I'm not. But I'm not being biased because I'm a dick. I don't care. Like
Yeah.
I told you that day. I'm like, God, get this fucking woman away from me. Like when you and I were there for lunch.
Yeah.
Not when we met Richie, but when we were there actually for lunch. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like I'm fine. I haven't taken 2 sips out of my drink. I don't need another one. But again, that's awesome customer service.
So
And I'm just don't judge my grouchiness on it. Like you can't get that anywhere.
well, it'd be
So
cool.
Kudos,
You work-
kudos to Chad and Chris for implementing them in their employees. Like honestly, that's
That's why I'm
something to
excited
be
about
proud
Chad.
of. Yeah, for
Chad
sure.
coming on.
Yeah, for sure. So before we take a break, I want to give our usual sponsor plug to
yeah.
Off-Road Warehouse, RW. Depending on what part of town you live in, there's an Off-Road Warehouse on Balboa and Kearney Mesa. There's one in Escondido. There's one in El Cajon. And there's also one in the Temecula-Marietta border right there on Jefferson. If you've got a Jeep, Toyota, Ford, anything that you need lifted, need wheels and tires for, or if you've got off-road toys and you're a Baja racing guy, look no further than Off-Road Warehouse. They've got everything you need. They got a killer staff. The sales guys are more than helpful, and they will be more than happy to take care of you. So until then, until the second half, on behalf of the Mighty AO, I'm Billy the Kid, and we'll see you in just a moment.
Thank you, sponsors.
All right. Okay, welcome back to the second half of Too Much to Handle, numero 11. I don't know why I said numero. That's kind of dumb. Number 11.
It's the sand dog in you.
Yeah, I just love to roll that
The numero.
that Spanish tongue that I don't have. Anyway, I do want to start second half with I want to complain about Facebook.
Yeah, it's like you just signed up.
I know
It's crazy, and that's the reason why you have an opinion, and this is good because I'm excited.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I want to preface this. I want to explain that I know that Facebook now is kind of for the older generation, like 40 plus. That's what I'm learning now. And like the younger kids are doing the Instagram and the Snapchat. I understand that's the.
Is that your understanding?
Yeah, that's what I've been told. Like,
Okay.
like my buddy.
Because you have a daughter.
Yeah, well, but my buddy, like the other day, heard that I posted something on Facebook, and he's like, "Oh, you're old. You're on Facebook," and I'm like, "Man, fuck you! Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know."
He's telling you you're old?
Yeah. Jeff is like, "Oh, you're an old guy. You're on Facebook." I'm like,
Oh.
And then I started thinking about
What do you
it.
mean? What's Jeff on? How does he know? What's his perspective?
Well, he's older than me, but he knows like social media stuff, and I was like, "Well, fuck, I guess."
How does he know you're posting? That's crazy.
Oh, because he's older than me, and he's on it.
Okay.
But what he was telling me is like, yeah, like Facebook is like for 40 and up. And he's like, yeah, Instagram people and Snapchat people are the younger generation. So, that's
linked
just
to
how
each
it is
other.
now.
Instagram's linked to the Facebook.
Yeah. It's like Snapchat, don't Snapchat that pussy. You know what I mean? Like, cause Snapchat, whatever am I right? Like that people like Snapchat stuff and it like erases in 2 minutes or whatever the fuck it is.
I'm not sure with Snapchat, but it's like a 5 minute, 10-minute. I'm not sure, but that's okay. You're right. All the younger people, I want to say maybe 35 and younger, the 20-year-olds.
Trust me, I didn't realize that Facebook was kind of for the older people now. So I don't know. This is news to me. You know that I'm not on social media much, and I'm, I have a Facebook page
for our pod.
to promote the show. So,
but you're starting to post some shit.
But I post stuff on Facebook. But here's my problem: like I want to share my dirty laundry with you about Facebook. These fucking crybabies are driving me crazy on Facebook, and I don't feel like sometimes I want to share it with them because I know I'm going to offend someone and I'm going to lose people. And
what do you mean by that?
Okay. So, for example, let me start out with the first one. If I see one more person post a sad or cute fucking photograph of their dog or their kitten, I'm going to kill myself. Like, I understand, like, I've been guilty of posting photographs of me and my dog, but it's usually in, like, funny or weird situations. But these people are, like, sharing videos of, like, it's like I need to, like, cue the Sarah McLachlan music, and people are, like, continually posting these sad videos of, oh, this dog was found on the Highway 111 in West Virginia. Like, I give a fuck about that.
Like they got to save him or something.
Fucking San Diego. Like, why the fuck are you posting it?
And
on
they're
Facebook?
crying on that.
Like, what am I going to do if you live in West Virginia and you found a dog there? Well, tell people in West Virginia, not fucking on the World Wide Web. Like, I don't.
I understand, but it doesn't matter.
So you're gonna tell me someone in fucking
you're
New
obviously
Mexico is gonna be like, oh my god, that's my dog.
You're obviously connected to someone and where they're at because you're from Milwaukee. So it's like it just shows you the six.
You know what? If somebody posted a video of a dog in Milwaukee, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't need to hear about your dog in Milwaukee.
I agree. They shouldn't be posting.
It's too much. It's too much.
Are you? What about the PETA people that are sharing stuff about save the? Those are good posts, right?
Dude, I just read a thing. Like, I'm sick of these PETA people too. Like, no, fuck these people. Like, they talk about like all this animal cruelty shit when they've been targeted for animal cruelty themselves. So I just feel like it's a bullshit organization, and I feel like there's like
you do.
There's absolutely they're full of shit. It's just another fucking. They're like the social media of animal protection. They're full of shit.
It's like
because you say you're protecting animals, like then that's what you are. But not really.
It's like a nonprofit organization.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like there's more to them gaining because of their sympathetic views on animals than it is what they're actually trying to prove. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I keep on going. I got
so
a suggestion
next.
at the end of it.
Okay.
Because these are bugging you. But what if
dude,
your posts are
the next thing that drives me nuts. I do not need to see what everyone had for lunch on a fucking Tuesday afternoon. If you think your lunch is that important, then you've got problems. I don't care what you had for lunch. I don't care why do people feel compelled to post pictures of what they had for lunch? Isn't that what Yelp is for? Like,
I know, but
can't you
we're
fucking bitches like
on our
put your
show,
shit on Yelp and fucking.
But on our show, we'll be doing some reviews, right?
So we do food and restaurant reviews, but I don't need to post photos like, these are the wings I had. Don't get those, but you should get.
This is what I had for lunch.
I didn't care for this. 2 stars for that.
What about the keto people? I'm just
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, everyone who posts shit of their lunch, it's always something like either they made it at home and they're trying to make it look restaurant quality, or look at me, I was at sea level and I had lobster mac and cheese. Like, I don't give a fuck about your lobster mac and cheese. I've had it there too. I'm not gonna I don't need to brag about it on the World Wide Web. Like, oh, look at me, look how fucking fancy I am. Because it's not like people aren't posting like, oh, look at my carne asada burrito. No, they're posting photos like, look at my fucking lobster mac and cheese, or look at my super fresh ahi poke bowl at such and such. Or
it's interesting. It's Facebook's been around for whatever the time it's been. Do you think these people still post the way they do since they got on? Because when I first joined,
I don't know, because I have been on. I just got on recently. I was on years ago, real briefly. It was bullshit. It got me in more trouble than it was worth.
That's
so
what
I
I'm
dumped
saying.
It. I'm on to promote our show, and all I do now is deal with fucking crybabies. So hang on, I'm not even done. I'm not even done.
I got a suggestion.
I know. Hang on to that suggestion because I'm not even done. So okay, so we talked about dogs and cats. Then what you had for lunch. The next thing is the emotional bullshit. Like, oh, I know who my real friends are. This emotional cry for help on Facebook. Look, honey. If you've got problems,
why is it a honey? First of all, is it not a guy?
Because it it could be men or women. Okay, I'm not.
That's why I protect this.
Look, if you have issues that you need to post on Facebook to reassure yourself from people commenting, you need to see a doctor. You don't need to see Facebook. If you've got real emotional problems, you shouldn't be on Facebook with it. But that means you're crying for help like a little needy bitch. That's what you are. Yeah. You're a needy crybaby bitch. And that ties me into my next one. The people that post the inspirational Hallmark shit, like, oh, this year I'm just not going to let all the negative people get me down, and keep your head up and keep fighting and blah, blah, blah. Man, fuck you. Like, are you kidding me with your crybaby shit?
They're not inspiring you.
Inspiring?
They're not getting.
Are you telling me you read this Hallmark shit that people are posting?
No, I'm just not judging.
I'm not trying to hear that shit.
What I'm trying to say is I see people.
Facebook should be for fucking people posting funny, how about you? Not inspirational.
You should give them the rules. It should be since you're the judge.
Interesting things. Yes, I am Facebook police. You're right. I am Sergeant Facebook.
Sergeant.
I am 5-0 Facebook because I'm sick.
This guy is new back on the Facebook.
I know, but now I know I am not. I haven't been on it. Like, do I want to hear about your crybaby problems? Why do people post their fucking problems on the internet? if you have these deep of problems,
Because
you
it's-
should see a fucking doctor or a therapist.
It's
Not get online and like, nobody loves me anymore, and then fucking wait for people to like respond to make you feel better. That is chicken shit and crybaby to me.
Is it your friends from Milwaukee that are doing this?
No,
to you?
none of my friends from Milwaukee are doing this.
No, where's the region? Because you have friends from all over the nation.
It is friends from. Actually, you know what? I take that back.
It is.
There are
No.
some friends from Milwaukee,
There-
and there's a lot of friends from
It
California.
makes
most
sense
of them
now.
are from. Most of them, 99% of them, are from California.
Oh wow.
People posting their emotional, hallmarky, like, if I just had a friend that I could confide in. Well,
Who doesn't?
you're not
want
going to
one of
find it
those?
on Facebook, you fucking idiot. Like, are you kidding me right now?
So that's the platform we know, and we talked about how Instagram and there's Snapchat.
Hang on, I'm not done. I got more. Time out. The next one that drives me crazy is people that are posting shit about their New Year's resolutions. Like, I give a fuck about you not eating red meat or not drinking for a while. You know what? You can, if you're that concerned about your health, excuse me, you can not eat red meat in May or not drink in April, and you can be just as healthy as if you don't eat red meat or not drink in fucking January.
Or they just don't tell people. You just
Or
do
just
it.
shut the fuck up
Or just
and
make it
not
happen.
not crybaby your shit out on the internet.
So you just got to unfollow all these people, my friend.
Oh, dude, I've been unfollowing like crazy. Like, I'm sorry if I sound aggressive, but
Yeah, because
but I'm not sorry.
You sound like a virgin on there.
Hey,
You're just barely.
if you're the one posting crybaby shit, fuck you.
Jeez,
Don't do it to me.
Louise.
Unfriend me.
You
I
need
don't
to-
want to hear
you
your
need-
problems.
You need to smoke the herb and let it fall off
Dude,
the shoulder.
I can smoke plenty. I can smoke as much herb as Bob Marley and not want to hear this
and
shit.
then read some of that inspirational stuff and then really let it sink in and then yeah, I like it.
You think if I needed inspiration, it would be on fucking Facebook?
No, I don't.
So you're telling me people look to Facebook
No.
for inspiration?
Some people do.
That gives me inspiration to kill myself, is what fucking Facebook does. There's no inspiration there. And finally, hang on, I'm not done. The final Facebook thing that drives me fucking crazy is the political memes. Like, look, I get it if you don't like Trump. I get it if you do like Trump. I don't need to hear you every single fucking day talk about fuck Trump this, fuck Trump that. He's an asshole. Trump the asshole. Trump the fucking all this shit. Like,
Hey, he likes Trump, obviously.
no, I'm not. I didn't vote. I'm not.
You didn't say the other way. You just said one
No,
way.
I said anti. I said I hear people for and against. I hear a lot of people that are for Trump that post shit every day.
I know,
Post,
I know,
for
bro.
Trump. I don't need to hear all your shit. But here's the thing.
Okay,
It's the same people posting the same shit every day. It's like, do you not have a life? Do you not have a life to go out and experience in this world where you have to get on a computer
You know what,
and
there-
cry about our president or get on there and promote our president like every day? Like, go do something with your life. Go to a bar and drink with your friends and let loose. Go smoke a joint. Go fuck a prostitute. I don't know. Like, go do something
You're giving
that's
them all
more
bad-
fucking interesting than you getting on
'Cause
your
it's-
computer
'cause-
and talking about fucking a president or anything political. It's just fucking retarded to me.
I agree. There's some time spent, and then you got to think of the people that post it, and we're actually scrolling through this shit every day. That's like time sucking of our fucking life, and we look to that for information. We should just there's Yahoo.
People should not be looking to Facebook for information. They should be looking to Facebook for people's funny anecdotes, people's interesting things that happen to them. Some photographs of like a crazy sunset, or like a hiking photo, or like
It should be
or pictures
appreciated shit.
from a sporting event or something cool. Like, I don't give a fuck about like, oh, I'm going to really try this year to not let negative people bother me. Man, fuck you. Like, stop being a bitch.
Okay,
write
guys.
fucking haiku poetry then.
Now that you're
Fuck off.
are you
Like,
on there? Are you trolling them and saying shit to them?
I talk shit to everybody.
Oh, you do?
You can talk to any of the people that are on my pages. I fuck with every single person I can. Like,
You
I
hear
don't
this?
get involved with political shit
Yeah.
or sexist shit because that
You
I say
stay
PC.
away. Yeah.
No, because
No, you're smart. You shouldn't do that.
I'm not going to
It's
get
not
into
worth
that.
it because
No,
it's like,
no, that's dumb.
because if it sucks
But
your energy
when people
out of it,
crybaby shit, like crybaby shit, I let people know, like, oh,
You let them know?
Oh, you poor thing.
does it make you, feel,
fucking
does it make you
s-
feel
know
good?
How pathetic you sound. Like,
Oh.
like, why don't you cry for help a little more?
It makes you feel good when you tell. Hey, just to let you know.
Yeah, whatever.
it's
That's just me.
Not
I'm
me,
a dick.
not me.
Apparently, I'm a dick, and I'm okay with that. So okay, so let's dump the Facebook thing. Apparently,
But we were talking about the platforms, Instagram, Twitter. We need to
Right.
step up our game on for our podcast for that stuff.
absolutely. But you said you had a solution for something earlier when we were
Yeah,
talking
I
about
was just
Facebook.
saying,
What was your answer though?
Like I mentioned, just unfollow these people that bug you.
I do unfollow them. I a lot of the people I'll like, those little three dots. I'll tap it and like give them a 30-day fucking snooze.
It's
you can give them
crazy.
a snooze.
It's crazy
But
all
it's
the
just like-
other stuff that shows up. There's like
I guess
fucking
it's weird that I'm so like upset about these people and their like crybaby bullshit, but then I'm also not wanting to offend people. I guess I should probably not give a fuck as
No,
much.
no, I'm
and
trying
let
to
them
actually-
know like you're a fucking bitch. Fuck off.
well, I'm just worried like because
Only the strong.
I'm the positive guy, and I'm gonna want to like with my dyslexic ass trying to fucking post something someday. I'm wondering like, okay,
Oh, I'm gonna be all up in your ass about it.
so
And if it's not on Facebook and if it's not on fucking Instagram,
But-
I'm gonna fucking crush your balls in the
but
show.
it's
for
about
sure.
it's about perspective, right? Not posting something that's crybaby, I'm attention. But what if I wanted to give some good advice on there, or hey, read this book, or check this out? Is that bad?
No, not at
Is
all.
that
No, that's what it should be about. You just said what it should be about.
okay?
Not
So-
like I don't want to hear about how a book made you feel. I want you to say about how a book can help people.
I like it.
Do you
See-
understand the difference?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to hear like, well, I read the book and I just don't know if that's going to be the one, and I just feel like so depressed and I just don't feel like people understand me, and like shut the fuck up. Like I don't want to hear about
See,
that
I don't
shit.
think you were meant to be a counselor.
No, my counselor days are numbered.
But you're a great bartender. You're a counselor and behind the bar. It's
well,
weird.
because I've heard all the shit.
Maybe you give people the fucking shit straight to them right off the bat, and they appreciate it.
It's won me over. It's
So
worked
what's
for
the-
me for 26 years
That's
now
what the-
behind the bar.
Yeah.
So I think I'm onto the right thing.
All right.
So people, you guys may think I'm a dick, but those of you who know me, you know that I'm no nonsense, but I'm also in your corner. I just can't deal with the Holly Hobby fucking Hallmark shit.
What the
I'm
fuck is
sorry.
Holly Hobby?
You didn't know what Holly Hobby is?
Uh,
Shame on you.
is that,
You're 42 years old. You should know what Holly Hobby is.
Sounds Hawaiian, like white something, right?
Sounds what?
Hawaiian. No?
Hawaiian Holly Hobby. Oh boy, we'll get to that another time.
Yeah.
I do want to get into. We need to touch on some sports because we
Yeah.
haven't yet. I want to start with the NFL, and I know you're not the biggest NFL fan, but I
Oh,
know
you got your
I
Green
know-
Bay.
But I know your ears on the pulse a little bit. The Packers obviously fired Mike McCarthy. We know that.
Yeah.
As far as possible replacements,
They haven't replaced them yet. It's been what? How long?
it's been a few weeks. They're not going to replace him before the
'Cause
year's over.
They're not making playoffs, right?
No, they're done.
Okay.
They're done. But they're not good. But no team would hire a coach before the season's done.
Yeah,
They
there's
have an
no-
interim head coach who's Joe Philbin, and then they're going to ride that out. And then
That's
they're
weird
going
how
to
they
interview.
always work. To me, I would like get a coach, let him see what he can do to the end of the season, but it's like they want to have a shitty
no,
record.
but here's the opposite to that. Sometimes you want to hire a coach that's already with the team that's in the playoff hunt, so you can't do that.
But there's
so
still
how it
got to
works
be
in the
there's still got to
NFL
be someone good out there that's worth it.
No, actually not. Like you'd be surprised. A lot of the guys that are head coach potential are on a playoff team. So it's not only just the head coach,
Assistant
it's the
coaches.
offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, tight end coach,
They're always taking the
special
Super
teams
Bowl
coach.
people.
Like you never know. Like the Packers, I know for the Packers, one of their main guys that they're looking at is Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator for the Patriots, because he's got
Because
experience.
he was with Broncos, right? Wasn't he?
Well, he did coach Broncos for a minute, but he's been with the Patriots forever. So he knows what it's like to deal with a top-notch caliber
He's a
quarterback,
young guy.
a veteran quarterback. He's a younger guy. He's got his offensive
Minded.
scheme is young and fresh.
It's all these coaches are young.
I mean, if you think about it, look at the Patriots
Rams.
the last several years. They've been fucking killing it. They've
Yeah.
won Super Bowls. So he's on the top of the list. I know.
So you like that pick?
Yeah, I like them to interview him. I like they've interviewed Jim Caldwell,
Who's
which
that?
I don't want. He was a
That's
former
Browns.
Lions coach,
Lions, yeah.
and before that he was a Colts coach. He had some success with Indy, but he was terrible with the Lions. Not interested in him.
Okay.
They're also interviewing, along with Josh McDaniels, they're going to interview Brian Flores, who's the defensive coordinator for the Patriots, who also is a stud.
You want a
you
defensive
think
guy
about
for your team?
You know what? I'm kind of perplexed. I kind of want an offensive guy, but I also think that a defensive guy would work as well because we've got Aaron Rodgers. So I think, honestly, firsthand, because we've got Mike Pettin as a defensive coordinator now, I would like to see him stay, and I would like to see an offensive head coach like a Josh McDaniels type come in who knows how to deal with a veteran quarterback who's a stud like Aaron Rodgers and have, like a Devontae Adams wide receiver and know how to, like, dink and dunk and play kind of a West Coast style offense that got us the Super Bowl in the past. I'd like to see a guy come in with a fresh offensive mind like him, like he's done with New England.
Who's your quarterback? Aaron still? Next year?
You're asking me who my quarterback is?
Sure, just make
I
sure.
will reach over the bar and slap you in the head. Like, that's the dumbest question ever.
He's old, no?
He's old?
Yeah, no.
How dare you?
I just joking.
I know you're doing it as a jab. I know. And I'm going to sit here and look you in the eye and not say anything, but I'm shooting daggers, just so you know. I'm shooting daggers.
No, you have very great insight that you're giving, and it's like you have something to be excited because you weren't really excited this year.
Well, no, we've had a shitty year, but we've had a stale head coach, and not that McCarthy is a bad coach. It was just a stale system. He's been there 12 years.
I just
It's
saw
done.
the emotion that this fucking the season took out of you in the beginning, like.
Oh, it killed me, bro.
Or every season.
Killed me.
And then
Not every season.
Where we
Don't say
record,
that.
if you
That's
just okay, true. Where we record it's really. I mean, you got Milwaukee, everything, but it's really dominated by the Packers. And I know you like your Bucks, and I know you like your Brewers.
Love my Bucks.
That
love
lost
my
to my
Brewers.
Dodgers. You know what's up.
Well, yeah, but your Dodgers lost too, so suck a dick.
I know,
Whatever.
I'm just like, no, but the Packers are. It's on. So I need to pick a team. Like I know I've been kind of floating around, and now that
How nice for you to just float around and not have a team that you would stick by your whole life.
a whole
Like
lot.
a fair weather little bitch. That's okay.
I'm one
I
of those.
stick by my team,
But
my
when you,
homebred team.
if
I bleed. You could cut my arm open and green and gold blood would shoot out of my veins that I would choke you to death with. Just so you
do
know.
you share your team with your wife? Like the reason why I'm saying like
My wife is just as diehard Packer fan as I
yeah.
am.
So
Like
that's what
Sunday
I'm saying.
mornings, like the world stops at 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m.
Oh yeah, yeah. For Packer home games, the world stops. Yeah, she's on board.
So with Crystal and stuff. Now that I popped that question, what have you? I'm going to be doing. Should I pick her? She likes the Broncos. Should I pick
She's a Bronco fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I pick my own team?
Well,
But
who is your team?
She's more dedicated. Should I like? I used to like the Broncos back in the days. I used to like John Elway.
I was just gonna say, I remember you being a Bronco fan
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Were you not ever a Charger fan?
No, I wasn't a Charger fan because I felt like.
Well, you were out from the
yeah.
boonies in San Bernardino.
and
Like,
I didn't
why
like.
the fuck
I didn't
would
like.
you?
I didn't like the Raiders, and the Rams left, and I didn't like the Chargers. I liked
you might as
Frisco
well-
back in the days, and with what I
Oh,
do,
you're
there's a lot of.
killing me.
But the Broncos are a West Coast team. They got potential, right? Should I partner up like how you do and make it fun? Because it's like.
So you're asking me what fair weather team you can jump on right now? Is that what you're doing?
but would
You're
it,
asking me. I'm a Packer fan.
Yeah.
Like, granted, I've had the last 25, 30 years of success. Don't get me wrong. But the fucking 30 before that, we sucked. And I endured that as a child. I grew up as a Packer fan where if we beat the Bears twice in a year, that was a success. If we went 2-14 and beat the Bears twice, it was a winning season.
you're actually convinced me why I shouldn't become that diehard because it sucked that much of your life and you had
I
to go
don't
through
know.
30 years prior of pain to get to where you're at.
Yeah, no, it's tough. It's an emotional bond. Don't get me wrong. I have fucking.
But you love it. But that's where you take your voice.
Lost
Aren't
blood,
you?
skin, and tears over the Green Bay Packers. That is for sure. Ask
don't
anyone who knows me.
Don't you and your homies kind of like go on a trip where you guys follow?
We fucking fly all over. My wife and I fly to games. My homies and I, with my wife, we take fucking tour buses to games in LA or up the coast, wherever they are. We go to games. We're Packer fans.
So
we don't vary. We go to games.
So yeah, okay.
We don't sit and wonder in the off season who should we root for.
Well, I'm excited, but you guys are not doing good. Who's going to do good this year?
My girlfriend likes this team. Who should I like? I don't know what to do.
Who's going to be? What's your team?
I'm sorry. Like that's disturbing me. It's disturbing me. What you're saying.
Well, I don't have a team right now. I enjoy it, and I
bro. There's plenty of room on the green and gold bus. You can get on the bandwagon.
I don't know, but that looks nasty. No?
Looks nasty.
Yeah.
What looks nasty about it? More championships than any other team in football? That looks nasty to you?
No, I'm nasty stressful. You look stressful. If you didn't look stressful.
Oh, no, I'm just stressful. I'm just a stressful person. I take everything to heart. You know me. Like, every game, every loss, I'm like, oh, my week is ruined, you know? You're not like that. You're a positive, uplifting person. Like, that wouldn't bother you the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering I'm just scared. You scared me.
You never know. All right, well...
But outside, you want to talk about football? Talk about football. What's going on besides your Packers inside?
Okay, well, outside of the football, outside of the Packer world, obviously the playoffs are starting this weekend. We've got, and just so you know, for the record, I am still a Charger fan. I had Chargers season tickets for 10 years. Okay. They have always been my AFC team.
Yeah, they're badass now.
I mean, I bleed green and gold, but
the Rams?
I haven't given up on the Chargers. I don't care if they fucking lose, win, draw. Like, I'm still a Bolt fan.
So you...
I hate the ownership, but I love Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
my man.
They got a badass running back.
Antonio Gates, like...
Still fucking plugging away.
Melvin Ingram.
Who's their
Joey Bosa, like, those are my guys.
Receiver.
Like, I'm sorry?
They got a receiver that's always been there.
Keenan Allen.
Yeah. Someone else, too.
Mike Williams, I think it's Terrell Williams.
And they're playing
and Hunter Henry's coming back this week, the tight end. So it's going to be a good game.
No one showed up to their games all fucking year. Now
they showed up. It's just the problem is StubHub only holds 29 fucking thousand people, which is ironic. Like, think about this:
but it still is empty for that.
If the Chargers make the playoffs, they're going to have a home. Like, say the Chargers have a home game, there's going to be like 30,000 people there, and how many of them are going to be Charger fans? That's going to be funny. And the problem is they're going to get shit on television, on ESPN and all the other networks. Like, wow, their home stadium only holds 30,000 people for a playoff game.
That's going to be crazy.
Going to be kind of funny.
And they're in LA now, and then they got the Rams having a fucking amazing season.
The
also,
Rams are awesome. Yeah.
So they're different divisions, right?
Yeah.
AFC.
Yeah, NFC, AFC. Of course.
How rad would that be?
If those two played each other?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still possible.
It's good for our economy out here.
It's still possible. I mean, we've got the Chargers playing the Ravens coming up. We've got the Seahawks playing the Cowboys.
Is that the playoffs already? Is that how it's going? Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, I loathe the Cowboys.
Why? Because they're America's team.
But not my America.
Yeah.
But I fucking hate the Sea Chickens too. So, like, I just want these teams to, like, fucking beat the shit out of each other. But I'd rather see the Cowboys lose at home. And then you got the Titans and the Colts playing, and I'd like to see the Colts win.
Cowboys made it.
I'm like a closet Andrew Luck fan. I don't know why.
So I didn't realize this is a line. This is good. I like the Colts too.
I've liked the Colts ever since Peyton Manning was there. I remember one game I was watching. They were playing the Jets on like a Monday or Sunday night game, and they were down like 31-7. And somebody, I think it was Manning, led a comeback. Maybe it was against the Buccaneers. Anyway, he led a comeback, and I'm like, if they come back from 30 down, I'm buying a hat tomorrow. And those fuckers came back and won, and I went down to Mission Valley, and I bought a fucking Colts hat. Sure enough, I had to honor my word.
Did you
So-
say this in front of us, or you just told yourself this? Or
No, told my friends this. So
Okay.
I mean, I was held to the stone, and I went and did it. I still have it. I have a Colts hat upstairs in my house. So
makes sense. He's anyone that takes Peyton Manning's place. It's to fill like
big shoes to follow, like
'Cause-
when Aaron Rodgers filled Brett Favre's shoes.
yeah,
like
it was a transition. They
when
didn't
Steve Young filled Joe Montana's shoes. Like it's
correct.
it's
It was a natural transition.
but it's
like
it's
handing off.
kind of neat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the last game that I think everyone knows who I want to win that one. It's the Bears versus the Eagles, and
There. See, okay.
fuck the Bears.
One of my best friends, he's so happy, and I didn't realize that all these quarterbacks that are young quarterbacks, they're paying off because they're early picks that were like the. Dude, I heard he was like the number 2 pick or something. The Bears guy,
Who?
Bears quarterback,
guy.
Bears quarterback.
Oh,
He's-
Trubisky.
yeah.
He was I don't know why he was a top 10 pick.
Like
It
he
baffled
went number
everybody.
2 or something, like second pick for the Bears.
Yeah, he went something high, and people were like, "What?"
Yeah.
Ah.
They took that the guy from the Chiefs, Mahomes.
Went
He-
after him.
Yeah. So
Think about that.
so that's
Think about
just,
if the Bears took Mahomes instead of Trubisky. I'd be in a world of shit as a Packer fan. Like, thank God they took fucking Trubisky because he's
dude,
average at best.
just
thank God.
watch.
But that's just, I mean, that's like the Vikings signing fucking Kirk Cousins to an $84 million 6-year deal. That's awesome. That was the best news because I
But
know he's a bust.
is this
And sure enough, they didn't even make the playoffs this year. They had Case Keenum last year, and he was a better system quarterback for that team. They bring in Kirk. You like that? Fucking dipshit. And what does he do? They don't even make the playoffs with the same defense they had, same coaching staff, and they don't even make the fucking playoffs.
I'm surprised about
Fuck you, Vikings. Fuck you.
I'm surprised this Bears Eagles games that isn't Foles going to be kind of leading them.
That's the best story of the
'Cause he-
weekend for me is
'cause he-
because Nick
he took
Foles
him last
now
year.
had to exactly. Wentz got hurt. Foles came in.
Crazy.
Boom, led him all the way to the Super Bowl. And it's kind of like the same story right
If
now.
he
Only
does
one
it-
game prior.
And he's the
He's-
backup.
He's
Crazy.
gonna if he. I tell you what, if he leads that team to the Super Bowl again, like Philly needs to dump Wentz or trade him for a draft pick because the difference in age between Wentz and Foles is only a couple years. I think it's like 3 years.
But those Eagles fans got their fucking Super Bowl finally. My old guitarist, he was like a Sublime type guy, just badass. That was his team, and I was so happy that they won. And if this it was a story.
Well, I was
but-
happy for Nick
and it was
Foles.
against the
like
Patriots,
the story about
too.
Nick Foles being there, leaving, coming back, and then like leading him through the Super Bowl, or, through the playoffs to the Super Bowl. It was awesome. It was good. Well, let's end the NFL debate
Yeah.
because you and I have another debate.
What's that?
Apparently, people are talking about NBA best player.
Yeah.
And I think it's a little premature to talk about who the NBA
But
best
no,
player
they're talking
is.
about the 10 top players right now in the NBA. Who's the 10?
I know, but they still have LeBron at number 1.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the number 1 player in the NBA? Like, honestly. Don't say LeBron just because he's a Laker. Because if it was 1 year removed and he was still a Cleveland Cavalier, you wouldn't be saying LeBron.
They're saying Kevin Durant's number 2.
I'm asking you, who do you think is number 1?
Honestly, I haven't kept. We're not into about. We're in the
We're
first
only
half.
a third. Yeah, we're a little over a third in the way.
Okay, yeah. LeBron's having an awesome season, isn't he? Throwing some fucking numbers out there that are crazy.
Nah. I don't
Like,
think so.
isn't he having the highest average ever on this Lakers with points and everything?
No, he's not.
I know the record's not that great.
No, and he's not having one of his statistically best years.
I thought he was.
No, he's not. That's why I really don't understand how ESPN's got him number 1. Now, of course, my bias is going to be towards Giannis Antetokounmpo, but and I'm not saying he's necessarily the best right now. I think once Giannis develops his jump shot, he's going to be number one. But I think you got in the argument. I think
he's going to be number one. You think
when he develops his jump shot,
what I heard there,
no one's going to touch Giannis.
What they were saying, they were saying something about him, like he
Dude,
was
he's
lacking
ridiculous. The only thing he's lacking is a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah,
that's it.
He's better than Durant, Curry.
No, I'm saying he's with them.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's better than anyone. I can't say.
That's
I'm just
exciting.
saying he's in the same breath as Curry, Durant, LeBron, Anthony Davis from the Pelicans. I mean, there's just so many people right now. Of course, I'm going to be biased towards Giannis, but
I hear biasness.
Oh, you hear biasness?
Yeah. Well, is he going to take his team? Is he going to lead as like an MVP? Is he going to?
They have the best record in the NBA right now. Just so everyone knows, Milwaukee Bucks, best record NBA as of today. Best record.
I'd like to set you up for that.
Just so you know, I just want to talk about it. Well, let's. Well, it's too early to talk about NBA. Let's.
Dude, we got football, basketball.
Let's finish up with all the UFC fights the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Max Holloway beat the brakes off Brian Ortega.
That's badass.
What's your take on that? I mean, that was crazy. I didn't see that coming.
You didn't see it? Or did you watch the fight?
I watched the fight. I didn't see. I mean, nobody saw him coming and beating the shit out of him like he did.
No.
I mean,
I thought Brian
he
Ortega
hadn't
might
fought in
wrap
how
him up.
long?
Yeah, he. I mean,
he had
underweight.
He's at didn't he have like a 2-year break or something?
It was about a year.
A year?
Yeah,
okay.
he wasn't. He's kind of had like concussions because of weight loss. They potentially thought, and then he came back and.
But I mean, he just
because he's a
throttled Ortega.
Oh, he's nonstop, and he can. I believe he can take anyone right now. The way he dominated that fight.
Yeah, no, he's top. He's got to be. He's got to be at the top of his class.
And
right
Brian
now.
Ortega was taking punches like a fucking champ too.
I know, but God, he looked like a punching bag.
Like, yeah, he held up real quick.
I mean, the guy's got a jaw. I'll give him that. Like he took a beating.
His corner had to call the fight.
He took a beating. Yeah, he didn't come out for the 5th round or whatever.
Yeah, they called it.
I mean, he took a beating. So that was the week before,
and then we had,
then that week, Dana White got into it with Oscar De La Hoya. That whole feud. We could talk back and forth about that. I think they're both idiots, so I'm not really concerned about that.
It was a good fight, and then
they're both idiots.
And then just recently,
but then we've got John Jones just beat the shit out of Gustafsson, which I thought Gustafsson was going to give him a better fight. I really did. What did you think?
Basically, from understanding the perspective after, John Jones just studied his opponent so well the first fight that.
Did he study him while he was doing the steroids? Like he was at home, like taking roids and like watching film.
So what do you think? You think he was
okay? So here's the thing that pisses me off. So the guy tests positive, and then when they do a follow-up test in the past July, he still has traces of it. So the Nevada Athletic Commission won't let him fight in Nevada. So Dana White bitches out and moves the fight from Vegas last minute to L.A. to the Forum. So Jones can still fight Gustafsson.
It all paid off.
Do you not think that's fucking whack? Like every fighter outside, have you not seen all
we had a
the
fight.
UFC fighters going, what the fuck? That's bullshit.
That's the only way they would have had a fight. Imagine no fight at the end of New Year's.
What do you mean that's the only way we'd have a fight? Maybe if you're testing positive for something, you don't deserve to fight.
But did you know the levels? It's called picograms. It's basically remnants from probably 7 years ago. He'll test no matter what from here on out because the testing has got so strenuous that they're just finding it doesn't.
So you're telling me that the Nevada Athletic Commission, has been hosting more fights than any other state in the country,
correct. They didn't want to deal with it.
Says no.
Yeah.
So it's okay that it goes somewhere else. So you're saying that like it's okay, Like you are you telling me John Jones is clean now?
I say he has picograms and he doesn't have the he doesn't have the levels of what he's testing to show. So yeah.
I find that to be. I think my point is I think it was classless for Dana White to move the fight because if your fighter can't fight in Nevada, why would you let him fight? Like, why wouldn't you instead get a replacement and then fight the Nevada Athletic Commission to show your value and your worth of the UFC? Because by you moving it, it makes you look like a scared little bitch and not.
It showed he has solutions. He makes things happen. He's shake and bake. Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine.
You don't think that's shady?
No, because after it's picograms and it.
I know, but if what you're saying is correct, then don't you think he should have spent more time fighting the Nevada Athletic Commission about that and trying to get the fight to happen?
Now with 6 days, they already declined it. They canceled it, and someone else accepted it. So they like, okay, cool. And then we wouldn't have got out the Amanda Nunes fight out of it.
Nunes beat the fucking dog shit out of Cyborg.
And that was
Who
crazy.
saw that coming?
Exactly.
I did. I called it.
Yeah,
asked my friends at work. After I saw Nunes beat the brakes off Rousey, I was like, no one's beating this woman. Like, she's bad as fuck.
She fucking
she throws bombs.
Because
she throws bombs. Like, she boxes
precision.
You know what she looks like? She looks like fucking Oscar De La Hoya.
Oh, there we go.
That's who she looks like. She is a very polished fighter. Like, her hands, I've never even seen her on the ground. I've never seen her fight on the ground.
Boxing is badass.
It boxes the shit out of people.
It just shows that's one of the, like, they had the Mayweather fight. What have you? During
when he fought that Japanese guy? Yeah. What a joke that was.
But it shows how boxing is so dominant. How you can really, it's like.
Okay, I want to talk about that, but do you think that Nunes is now the best woman fighter ever?
By far, yeah.
Because she's got 2 belts from 2 weight divisions now. The first time that's ever happened. And I, without a doubt, think she's the best.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen her fight the last 2-3 fights, and she's just like, I mean, I'm like, ooh, every time I see her fight, I'm like, damn.
No doubt. She took out Holly Holmes.
Dominating.
Miesha Tate.
Dominating.
Beautiful Miesha Tate. Took out Ronda.
Oh, do you like Miesha Tate? That's cute.
Yep.
No, Nunes hasn't fought Holly Holm.
Yeah.
No, it was Cyborg. Cyborg fought Holm and beat her in and lost a decision to her. Or beat her in a decision. And it was the only time that Cyborg has won a decision.
Correct.
Was to Holly Holm.
I want to say Nunes, but we'll check it out later. I'm going to see that. But, like, dude, this was a fucking cool show, no?
Absolutely. Before we wrap it up, what do you got going on for New Year's?
Just going.
I mean, I know you're going to pop the question, so to speak. Just to clarify, he's not proposing. He's asking her to be his girlfriend, which if you didn't hear the first half, I clowned him because I think that's like a 14-year-old move. Yeah. And I was wondering if he was going to open those little paper things where you twist and open and twist and open.
See if they say yes or no.
Like, will you be my girlfriend? Touch
number 4. That's how boy band songs. Will you be my... No, we're just gonna. She's gonna be a loan officer. She's studying for her test, so we're going out. I'm just gonna go to my local bar and deal with some local people there. So that should be funny.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna stay home. I think the wifey and I are gonna stay home and avoid all the bullshit because nobody wants to deal with traffic. Not traffic, but like the drunk drivers. Yeah, that's certainly I don't want to deal with because even Uber and Lyft, dude, they fucking mark up their shit.
Yeah. Spending money
40-50%. Like, so nobody wants to deal with that.
Just probably $100 on maybe ride.
Yeah. Why to go somewhere and drink with a bunch of amateurs? Like, fuck that.
And then
we'll stay home.
And then everyone's trying to leave right at the same time
and watch movies and have way more fun.
Yeah, but it should be interesting. Like the little house bar I'm going to be taking. Asking her girlfriend and let's go to the bar drinking up there. It'd be funny.
Oh my god, I cannot wait to hear. Can you maybe record when you ask her to be your girlfriend on your phone? Like, I think our viewers might want to. Our viewers and listeners,
I'll probably do it all romantic.
Might want to see that. That might be fun because then that would give me something to make fun of you for at least the next 6 months.
I'll probably just do it like Casanova style.
Okay, guys, let's wrap it up. We've got some upcoming guests: Jay Jones from Thorn Brewing Company, DJ Junior, aka Mr. Sticker, here in San Diego. I I do want to give our final sponsor plug to National Fire Protection. If you've got a restaurant, hotel, resort, or any commercial property and you need any fire protection whatsoever, look no further than National Fire Protection. They are a one source solution for all fire protection needs. AO,
Yeah,
my man.
I'm looking forward to filling my growler up. At
Oh,
Thornbury.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see it in person.
Yep.
Bring it down. All right, my man. I'll talk to you in a week. All right, guys.
Happy
Peace
New
out.
Year's.